Nicolas Jackson finalizing Bayern Munich transfer with personal terms agreed, but Chelsea may not land fee this summer. Jackson is close to joining Harry Kane in Germany. Bayern Munich have reached a verbal agreement with Nicolas Jackson, as the striker's departure from Chelsea edges closer. The Senegalese forward has agreed to personal terms with the Bundesliga giants, and talks between Chelsea and Bayern are now underway to negotiate a potential loan deal, which could include an obligation to buy. Sunsport reported last week that the 24-year-old will definitely not be joining Aston Villa, despite widespread speculation that he was set to reunite with Unai Emery, the manager who gave him his breakthrough when he first moved to Europe. Sunsport also reported that an unnamed top club was in talks with Jackson, and it has now been revealed to be Bayern Munich. In the last 48 hours, the German club has successfully agreed personal terms with the player. Chelsea are reportedly holding out for a fee in the region of £60 million if they are to sell Jackson outright. However, the club is open to letting him leave on loan to get his wages off the books, especially as they pursue a deal for Manchester United. It's Alejandro Garnacho. Sunsport can reveal that Jackson's entourage is currently in London to help finalize the deal, with the transfer window closing next week. Chelsea have already moved to replace Jackson with Liam Delap, and the arrival of João Pedro means that even if Jackson were to stay, his playing time would be limited. Sources within the Chelsea camp believe the club has seen 2 productive seasons from Jackson, during which he has continued to develop, scoring 24 goals and providing 10 assists in 64 league appearances. The young forward has grown in confidence and consistency, often showing flashes of the explosive potential that first convinced Chelsea to secure his services. Despite his progress, Chelsea are racing against time to offload players, with the likes of Raheem Sterling, Christopher Nkunku and Axel Disasi also likely to leave before the window closes. The push is driven not only by squad balance, but also by financial fair play considerations, as the club looks to ease wage pressures and create space for new arrivals. Jackson's imminent exit comes less than a year after signing a new contract, a situation that highlights the fast-moving nature of modern football. While his long-term future at Stamford Bridge once seemed secure, the shifting dynamics of the squad and the club's need to restructure have brought about an unexpected turning point. A move to Bayern Munich, hit by Jamal Musiala's long-term injury, is viewed as mutually beneficial. Bayern see Jackson as a versatile reinforcement, while Chelsea welcomed the financial boost to fund new signings. Thanks for watching. Stay for the next content. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Chelsea evaluating move for Barcelona midfielder Fermin Lopez. Chelsea are evaluating the possibility of a move for Barcelona midfielder Fermin Lopez, but there is not currently club-to-club contact. The Premier League side are in touch with the players' camp as they explore attacking options in case of exits, given Barca's depth in the position. Fermin's Barcelona contract runs through to 2029 after the midfielder signed a new deal in October 2024, which extended his existing terms by a further 2 years. The 22-year-old was sidelined for over a month at the start of the 2024-25 season with a thigh injury, but went on to make 46 appearances through the campaign, the majority of which coming as a substitute, and recorded 8 goals and 10 assists. Fermin scored in 3 of Barcelona's final 5 matches of the season as Hansi Flick's side lifted the Spanish title. The midfielder joined Barcelona from Real Betis age 12 and came through the Catalan club's La Masia Academy. After a loan spell with third-tier club Linares in the 2022-23 season, Fermin broke into Barcelona's first team, scoring 11 goals in 43 appearances under Xavi. Chelsea have added 6 new players to Enzo Maresca's first-team squad this season, with young Portuguese talent Dario Esugo arriving from Sporting CP as the club's only midfield reinforcement. His arrival comes at a time when the Blues have reshaped the center of the pitch, allowing Kiernan Dewsbury-Hall, Carney Chukwuemeka, and Leslie Ugachukwu to leave Stamford Bridge on permanent transfers. The shift highlights Maresca's intention to balance youthful promise with tactical flexibility as he continues to put his stamp on the squad. Meanwhile, Fermin Lopez continues to make strides on the international stage. The midfielder earned his senior Spain debut in June 2024 and has since added a second cap for the reigning European champions, further underlining his rapid progression. Despite his breakthrough, competition for minutes in Luis de la Fuente's midfield is fierce. Spain boasts an abundance of quality in central areas, with Pedri, Frenkie de Jong, Dani Olmo, Marc Casado, and Gavi all established options at the highest level. In addition, Marc Bernal, one of Barcelona's brightest prospects, is nearing a return after a long spell on the sidelines. The 18-year-old was forced to miss most of the season due to an anterior cruciate ligament (ACL) injury, but his comeback is expected to strengthen the depth of Flick's squad heading into the new campaign. His recovery, alongside the continued growth of Fermin and others, suggests that Spain's midfield pool will remain one of the most competitive in world football for years to come. Chelsea are interested in Barcelona winger Fermin Lopez, though no direct contact has been made with the Spanish club. The 22-year-old, who has 19 goals and 11 assists in 89 appearances, could be available as Barcelona seek funds under FFP. However, Chelsea's main focus remains on moves for Alejandro Garnacho and Xavi Simons, with several attackers likely to leave before the deadline. Lopez is seen as an alternative option should other deals stall. Thanks for watching. Stay for the next content. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Manchester United could revive Carlos Baleba interest if Bruno Fernandes is sold, The Guardian. Manchester United's transfer business could yet take a dramatic twist in the closing stages of the summer window, with reports suggesting that the club may be forced to explore midfield reinforcements if Bruno Fernandes departs. The Guardian claims that Fernandes, United's influential captain and creative heartbeat, remains on the radar of several clubs in Saudi Arabia. Most notably, Al Ittihad are understood to be considering a move, with the Saudi Pro League continuing to aggressively target high-profile European stars. The Portugal international has already been courted once before, with Al Hilal tabling a huge £100 million offer earlier this year. At the time, both Fernandes and United resisted the temptation, opting to continue their relationship as he remained central to the project at Old Trafford. However, fresh uncertainty has emerged. Fernandes endured a frustrating afternoon in United's 1-1 draw at Fulham on Sunday, missing a penalty in a performance that highlighted some of the issues within Amorim's side. While neither United nor the player have received any official fresh approaches, the mere possibility of renewed Saudi interest has been enough to spark speculation that the captain's future could once again come under question as the transfer deadline looms. United's position remains clear for now. Fernandes is vital to Amorim's plans, both as a leader on the pitch and as a symbol of experience in a squad that is gradually being reshaped with younger talents. Yet in football, circumstances can change rapidly. An eye-watering offer, similar to or surpassing the £100 million proposal previously rejected, could present the Glazer family and the recruitment team with a difficult decision, especially at a time when financial fair play restrictions and budgetary constraints limit the club's ability to strengthen elsewhere. If Fernandes were to leave, United would not only lose their most consistent chance creator, but also a player who has carried much of the attacking burden since his arrival in 2020. His departure would leave a creative void in midfield, one that United might seek to fill by reviving their long-standing interest in Brighton's Carlos Baleba. Baleba, just 20 years old, is seen as one of the most promising young midfielders in the Premier League. Since joining Brighton from Lille in 2023, the Cameroonian has impressed with his blend of energy, physicality, ball progression, and ability to operate as a dynamic box-to-box midfielder. United scouts have followed his development closely, viewing him as a potential long-term solution to their midfield rebuilding project. However, Brighton have made it clear that prizing Baleba away would not come cheaply, with reports suggesting that they would demand a minimum of £100 million to even consider a sale. That fee, though high, could be manageable if Fernandes leaves for Saudi Arabia, giving United both funds and urgency to move for Baleba. The Brighton star fits Amorim's vision of a young, high-intensity side, but he is a different profile. While Baleba adds balance and energy, replacing Fernandes' creativity, leadership, and decisive moments would still require further reinforcements. For now, it's only speculation. Fernandes hasn't shown any desire to leave, and no bid has arrived, but Saudi clubs can act quickly. If an offer comes, United could face losing their captain and chasing Baleba as a replacement, a move that could shape both their season and long-term strategy. Thanks for watching. Stay for the next content. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Kobbie Mainoo, open to Manchester United departure after being given cold shoulder by Ruben Amorim for Red Devils' first 2 Premier League games of the season. Kobbie Mainoo is reportedly open to leaving Manchester United this month after struggling for game time under Ruben Amorim. What happened? According to journalist David Ornstein, Mainoo is ready to leave United on loan this month, and he is yet to receive a new contract offer. The Red Devils are said to be open to a permanent exit, but he still believes he could have an Old Trafford future. The bigger picture. Mainoo is yet to play for United this season, and, with just 2 years left on his contract, the Red Devils risk losing him in the not-so-distant future. But as head coach Amorim pointed out, he has to fight for his spot in the team to get minutes. After the 1-1 draw with Fulham, the Portuguese said on the 20-year-old, "He's fighting for the position now with Bruno, and I changed 2 midfielders. I let Mason Mount play there because we want to score a goal, and when I changed, I felt the team need to return to one holding midfielder near Bruno. So he, Mainoo, just needs to fight for the position with Bruno, as it should be at Manchester United. Sometimes he's going to play with Bruno, but at the moment he's fighting and training with Bruno for the position. Did you know? Since Amorim arrived at United last November, England international Mainoo has struggled for regular game time. Despite being regarded as one of the brightest young midfield talents at the club, his opportunities have been limited. He managed just 1 start during their run to the Europa League final, 2 in the FA Cup, and 15 appearances in the Premier League across the whole season, most of which came as a substitute. This has raised concerns among supporters and pundits who expected him to play a bigger role after his impressive breakthrough under the previous manager. Mainoo's versatility, energy, and ability to link play in midfield are highly valued, but competition for places has been fierce, with Amorim preferring more experienced options in crucial fixtures. If his situation does not improve, questions may soon arise over his long-term future at Old Trafford, especially given past interest from rivals like Chelsea. For a player at his age and potential, consistent minutes are key to development, and the coming season could be decisive in shaping his career trajectory. What next? Alarm bells may start ringing for versatile midfielder Mainoo, who was previously a target of Chelsea, if he does not start against League Two side Grimsby Town on Wednesday in Round 2 of the Carabao Cup. For many fans and analysts, this fixture is seen as the perfect opportunity for Amorim to rotate his squad and hand valuable minutes to younger players who have struggled for consistent involvement. If Mainoo is overlooked even in a game of this magnitude, it could be a worrying sign that he is slipping further down the pecking order. A lack of playing time at such a crucial stage of his development may not only harm his confidence, but also raise doubts about whether he remains a central part of Amorim's long-term project at United. Clubs like Chelsea and other Premier League rivals are keeping a close eye on his situation, knowing that unsettled young talents can often be tempted by promises of regular first-team football elsewhere. For Mainoo, starting and impressing against Grimsby could help him stake a stronger claim for more involvement in the bigger competitions, while failure to do so may fuel speculation about a possible exit in future transfer windows. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe.